ألا من كنت مولاه فهذا علي مولاه. اللهم وال من والاه وعاد من عاداه.
I'm Jack Hannon, I'm 17. I was born in Wythenshawe in South Manchester. I was brought up there mainly, but then I moved to Bury when I was 9 years old, and from there I was brought up there. It was quite a poor area, like most of Wythenshawe, and the people there were okay, but it's an area you got to watch out for, because there was gun crimes, knife crimes a lot there each year. I live with my mum because my dad moved out when I was 5 years old. For most of my life I lived with my mum. Which was okay, I'd say, but wasn't the best. I got to see my dad every weekend, which was good. I only ever met my brother Kieran as my brother Simon. I've never met, and my dad hasn't seen since he was 3 years old. My family never really had any religious beliefs. My mum had pagan beliefs, but nothing much really. My mum wasn't open-minded at all. She used to get on with Muslims in the community, but used to slag Muslims off, making inappropriate comments about their dress and their beliefs. I attended St Wilfrid's primary school. Or put my hand up or anything like that in class, just kept myself to myself really. Imam Salam said how being silent leads to wisdom, so that's what I prove to people who say I'm quiet. I find it funny because I'll just use it as an excuse when people say, oh, you're too quiet, and I'll just say, shows wisdom. My primary school used to take us to church, but I never understood what it was about. Well, it was in high school that I learnt about Islam in my GCSE RE course. I got interested in it from there, and especially about the beliefs, how there's only one God, how there's no one equal to him. And from there, after I finished the course, I started learning more and studying more about Islam. I had an opened mind about Islam and Muslims in general, because I didn't really believe in what the media says and the stereotypes which portray of Muslims. went out to get a takeaway, which is a couple of minutes away from where we live. And right when I was doing that, a car was coming from, span around from that direction, and I didn't know what to do. And then it was coming straight at me. At that moment, I saw a white figure, really bright. So at that moment, I went like that across my eyes, and then the car just hit the post at the bus stop, and with me doing that, glass missed my eyes, and I only got little bits of cuts around my mouth, and that was about it. Looking back, it could be an angel, could be anything, but it's due to Allah. I reverted to Islam in March 2012. I did it on my own. I think it was in my bedroom. Did it through the internet, searching what to say, and it was from there that I reverted to Islam and came. It was really by the will of God that I was inspired by my lessons to seek further about Islam, and eventually revert to Islam. In 2011, in the summer, I finished religious education as my GCSE, and it was after that I started studying more about it and reading things on the internet, and then eventually I started reading the Quran. I think it was me that was reverted to Islam, and not like my friend who studied RE as well, because I was open-minded to it and not closed-minded to learning about Islam like they were, as they had some arrogant views, but I tried the best to keep my mind open to Islam. I reverted because I saw Islam as the truth, as the true path. There's no contradictions within Islam, such as other religions. The Quran has never been changed, and it's the word of God instead of people narrating it, and companions like Christianity. What truly made me come to Islam was the oneness of God. Mainly I like the verses on justice, how those who commit evil acts in the world will get justice in the end. Because in today's world, they act like they can get away with anything, but in the end, they'll get justice will come to them. What points that Islam has over Christianity and Judaism, in my view, is that Islam is complete. There's no real contradiction in the religion. We have a set of rules which directly come from Allah and not man-made, which have been changed by humans. Islam has more advantages than the other religions, such as Hinduism, because we have one central figure, which is Allah. We don't have little deities which for food and stuff like that, and which doesn't really make sense, since there's only one who created us, who cares for us, who provides sustenance for us. Well, when my mum found out later that year in September, she wasn't happy at all, and I got kicked out for being a Muslim. But I only got back in contact with my dad after so many years in July of that year. So, but he was all right with it when he found out. It's how my mum is, really. It's how she's always been to me, really. But I ask Allah in my du'as to help guide her, and inshallah she will be. But I don't see much chance of it happening, really. The day she kicked me out, it really had nothing to do with religion, really, but she brought that into it and made a comment about Muslims, and I got a bit angry, and then I got kicked out. My father's been all right about it. He's just happy that anything that makes me happy makes him happy, so he's got an open mind about it. I'm happy that my dad's allowing me to be who I want to be instead of exactly how he wants me to be. Islam says that we should treat our parents kindly and how we should care for our parents. And the Quran says that we shouldn't cut ties with our family at all, and that we should be kind to them and show them love. My advice would be to people who want to revert to Islam would be to try and keep strong, even if there's people around them who have stereotypical views of Muslims and say bad things about Muslims, because most likely it's not going to be true. Because most likely they're just going to be saying what the media is saying, which is false. Because from what I've come across, most Muslims are good people. Obviously there's a few bad people, but you get that in every community. After I reverted, it was quite weird, really, because I was part of a community now where before I was part of nothing, really. Since I reverted, I've gained a lot of friends, a lot of people who are close to, who are genuinely nice, who will do anything for you to help you out. My life is a lot more structured now, because my life revolves around my prayers, so I have to structure everything like that now, so it's made my life more structured. Well, the reason why we do all these things, such as don't drink alcohol, why we fast, why we get up early to pray. Sometimes it can be early hours in the morning, but this life was created for us by Allah, so we should praise Him for that. And no matter, even if we have to cut out things which are going to please us. I was inspired by Imam Ali, alayhi salam, and a lot by Imam Hussein, alayhi salam. It was mainly how they had to fight against the oppression which went on, especially with Imam Hussein, who fought against Yazid, who tried to change Islam, tried to corrupt it, but Imam Hussein rose against that. I'm inspired by Ayatollah Ibrahim Amini, because he does a lot of books on Al-Bayt and Imam Mahdi, so there have quite a lot of interest. But with lectures, I'm interested in Sheikh Osama Al-Atta. I went to one of his lectures during Muharram on the 19th of November, which was on my birthday, so it was quite good. In early February 2013, I got this tattoo which says 313, which is the number of generals in Imam Mahdi's army. I didn't get this to say I'm going to be in that army, but to show respect to that and the whole situation which will happen and how they'll bring justice. Imamate and Imams by Ayatollah Ibrahim Amini, and I've read books of narration, Mishkat ul-Anwar, which has the narrations of the Albert, and I'm currently reading a book on evidence for Imam Mahdi and how he's in a quotation. Well, I got to learn the stories about their lives and the challenges they had in day-to-day lives with the rulers of that day. Got all these books from my mosque. I borrowed it from the library, which has a selection of English books, which is good. Each one I've chose to learn about, because, for instance, this one, why Hussein took stand, so I can understand more about Karbala, about his uprising, so to speak, against Yazid, and what happened. This is a book by Ayatollah Ibrahim Amini on Imam Mahdi and his role and what he'll be doing and how his system which he'll bring will be a just system. This summer, inshallah, I want to study at the Hausa in Qom in Iran, and after so many years I'll hopefully become a scholar, inshallah. The main challenges will be me needing to concentrate a lot, put a lot of effort into what I'm studying and achieve the best I can, really. From what I know, at the start they teach Farsi and Arabic, so that the English speakers are on an equal level, so they can understand. But I think it's after a couple of years that they completely stop doing things in English and it's all in Arabic. I've always wanted really to be someone who has knowledge and who can teach others knowledge, and since I've come to Islam, I've wanted to be a scholar, and I want to go to Qom and first learn to be just a basic scholar, but eventually become an Ayatollah, inshallah. Well, going to Qom would be really important to me. It would complete my life, really, you know, what I want to do and the path I want to go on. But it's going to be stressful. I've already been told this, studying a lot. People there are going to be stressing me out with studying, but at the same time, it'll be worth it to become a scholar. Apart from wanting to become a scholar, my other two goals in life is to eventually find a wife, have children, and hopefully live a successful life. Not successful in like having lots of money, but successful in that I can provide for them and for myself. And my other goal in life is to be pious and hopefully I also want to travel to Najaf and Kabbalah and inshallah to Mecca and Medina, which are central places to all Muslims. What Islam means to me is it's everything to me. It structures my life, it keeps me on the straight path, and it's something which will inshallah help me attain to paradise. What Islam means to me is everything really. It's my life and has every meaning to me. It structures my life and it makes me feel like I've got a purpose in my life, because for people who have no faith, if they really examine their life, they have no purpose really. If there's nothing there, they've got no meaning to why they're here.